And speaking of books, onto your latest book, which is the Genetic Book of the Dead. You described it to me as almost like a sequel of The Selfish Gene. Is that right?
Sort of, yes, but it doesn't say the same thing. I mean, it doesn't contradict The Selfish Gene. I've just got to, actually, the very first copy of it came today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I only have the PDF of this. Is this one for me?
No, I'm afraid not. It's the only copy I've got, so I wish.
Talk to me about in what way this could be coupled with The Selfish Gene or like a sequel. And also, at what point did you believe that there needed to be a second book after The Selfish Gene?
Well, the second book after The Selfish Gene was the extended phenotype anyway, and that was a definite development of it. This is the subtitle is a Darwinian reverie, so it's kind of thinking around the whole subject of the gene's eye view of life. The gene's eye view of life, the belief that evolution is all about the differential survival of genes in gene pools, and that comes in for some criticism, which I've replied to in this new book. But the inception of it is the idea that an animal is a book, which is a description. An animal, including us, I mean, all living creatures, each one is a book, which is a description of the worlds in which its ancestors lived. That follows from natural selection. That follows from the fact that it's the product of natural selection in a whole series of ancestral worlds. And a scientist of the future, who keeps cropping up in the book, will be able to read each animal and read it as a description of the successive environments in which its ancestors lived. Not any one time in the past, but a whole series of times in the past. Is a palimpsest. Palimpsest is a document which is partially erased and used to overwrite. People used to save, wouldn't have been paper, it would have been papyrus, I suppose, I think. And write over it. So it's a palimpsest of ancient worlds, and then a slightly more recent world written on top of that, more recent written on top of that, and so on.